So, you're probably wondering what all you can do in VTube Studio. There's quite a bit. It's a very powerful tool. So first, we're going to need to open up settings. To do that, you're going to double click and then click on cog gear. So what you would want to do is like tweak your parameters to make it better for your face. For that, you're going to go to this third button, the little guy with the tiny cog. You're going to scroll down a little. This one is for the movements, so like when you move forward like this, or to the sides. That's what these sliders are for. And then there's physics, so you can play around with these. And then these are everything that the webcam will see you do translate to what the model then shows, if that makes sense. So the input is what your camera is seeing from your face, and then it's outputting to the model to what everyone else would see. Ideally, the only values that you want to tweak is the input. The output is set by the rigger, so you really don't need to like really mess around with this. But the input is what you're going to like tweak to fine tune it to you. So for an example, we use mouth open. Now you might already notice something very different. By default, this would just be mouth open, not voice volume plus mouth open. We'll get there. But for starters, this, I believe, default was 1. So like now it's that. I could just open my mouth a little and it'll do like a full open mouth. To where it is for default. I'm never even reaching that 1. It's only going to like 0.7. Another little helpful tip for mouth open, if your mouth just hangs open like a tiny bit, kind of like this, what you want to do is you're going to do 0.01. That'll close the mouth. No more. Easy. Now for the input, this. By default, it will look like this, and as you can see now, my mouth isn't really moving very much when I talk. So for this, you can replace it with voice volume plus mouth open. This lets you use the microphone to create the mouth shapes for when you're talking, and it'll still allow the webcam to see when your mouth opens for like a shocking thing like that. You're going to also want to do the same with mouth smile. Just do voice frequency plus mouth smile. Now to set this up, you're going to go back to the first page and you scroll down a little to where you get to microphone. By default, it'll be turned off. So you're going to turn that on, select your microphone, and then mess around with these. So once you get this all done, you can just start messing around with each of the sliders. Volume gain is how much your mouth opens when it detects your voice. Volume cutoff is for background noise. And frequency gain is for how much it will affect the shapes down here. So these you can mess around with. The black is more like a neutral, like a mix of both the red and then the green shape. The green is more of an open, smiley kind of thing for the shape. And then this is more of a circular shape, so ah. So I put neutral for most of them for me. So you can play around with these to whatever looks good for you. Also, in a recent update, they added a new Lipsync technology. So you click on the button, and then you're going to click Advanced. and it'll look like this. And to set this up, you're just going to click calibrate and do each of the sounds. So ah, ee, oo, and all that good stuff. And then also at the bottom, you can fine tune each shape too. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So there's some other cool stuff that you could do with VTube Studio, like this. Little display lighting or dynamic lighting. It's pretty cool. So to do this, you're going to open up the settings. So just double click, go to the cog, and you're going to want the second button, the little camera. And you're going to scroll down to display lighting, and then it'll show monitor 1, monitor 2. It's that simple. You could even set hotkeys for them so you could just turn it on and off at ease. So for doing that, and this will actually be like for almost everything you do that you want to have a hotkey for, it'll be all the same. Since I already have a couple made, I'll just do one for demonstration. So you can click on the plus, and then do hotkey action. And for display lighting, you're going to want screen overlay. And just select it. And then for how to tell it what it is that you wanted to do, say you have you did it, you set it up, and then you want to save it so you could use it on a hotkey. So you got this far. I'm going to click record setting, and that'll record everything that you set up for your display lighting. And then you could assign it here, or if you have a Stream Deck, you could set it up in there. Now you're probably also wondering, hey, how do I get these glowy eyes? I'll show you. We can go back to the third tab, the little guy with the tiny cog. You're going to want customize model. And for this, it's customize scene lighting for ArtMeshes. And now for this, you could just find the part you want to have highlighted or glow or whatever. So we're going to click on the eye. And then it'll list everything within that area that you clicked. Sometimes the eye won't always be at the top, so you're going to like use these little view buttons. You just find it and it'll highlight it. And then by default, it'll be at a value of 1. You're just going to bring that down to the value of 0. See how it's dull and not bright now? And boom, there you go. And then remember to click OK. You can do that with other stuff on your model too. So like, I have ghost tails and I want them to show up in the dark. See? That's pretty cool. That's the same thing. You're just going to go to customize model. Same exact thing. Click it to find it. If it's not the first one, you're just going to do the same thing. And then bring it from 1 down to 0. And then it'll glow. Easy peasy. So for the webcam tracking, I'm just going to do it all over again. So like you can see how to go about it. If you're stuck or something, or you're having problems understanding a thing or two. So we're going to choose our camera. In my case, it would be the Brio. And then set it to 720. You don't need any higher. 720 is perfect. And then 30. And I don't remember what NV12, I think it's NVIDIA or something. But I think it's the best quality or something. Best color. So you're just going to pick it. If it's available for you. If not, it'll be whatever the best is for you. Now for tracking, You got Google Media Pipe, which is a very good tracker. It's on par to NVIDIA's tracker. So Google doesn't use your graphics card like the NVIDIA one would. So this is a very good alternative to people with AMD cards. So I've been using this tracker since it was implemented, and it's very good. And then that's the NVIDIA one. And then level 5 through 1 is all the built-in stuff that VTube Studio offers you. And then you're pretty much good to go. Just turn it on and toggle auto start so you don't have to keep setting this up every time. And then if things are looking funky, you're just going to click calibrate. And there you go. You're good to go. You got your webcam set up. So there's another handy thing. Very handy. Like, I really recommend this one. So you're going to open up settings. And you're going to go to the camera and scroll down to just about the bottom to where you get to this, Spout 2. It's a very good method of bringing your model into OBS. So it wouldn't show your setting menus and all that stuff, so nobody could see you fumbling with stuff while you're live. So you can do install. I'm going to run through all the setup and stuff. Like, I already have it done, so I can't show you step by step. So I'll put a guide into the description below. And then once you get that all set up in OBS, it'll look like this. It's just you. Just your model. That's it. Nothing else. So this is with all the stuff. Actually, here, let me... It would actually probably be more something like this. So let's just get it set up to where it would be. So that it would look like this to everyone else. See, people can see you opening up menus and stuff. No, we don't want that. I want this. See, my setting menus are still open, and now I'm closing them. And now I'm opening them. But you won't know. You'll never know. You can't see. So I really recommend it. So I hope all this stuff helped. I know I'm not the best at explaining, but I certainly tried my best. It's a lot of good information. Everyone should have it. You're more than welcome to join the Discord or ask in the comments, and I'll do my best to help you out. Otherwise, happy VTubing.